Gather, veterans. It's time to join the fight. The long war begins.
This is The Long War. I'm Robbie B, and joining me are my partners in crime, Kenny Boucher and Wyatt Turk from Jacket Close Painting. What's up, guys?
Yo, dog, great to be here.
Hey, what's up?
For those of you that didn't just see my visual, I shamelessly cat stared Wyatt.
Yeah.
With the rare spawn black cat Andre.
Andre is the rare cat. He's hard to corner and touch.
Yeah. I mean, I'd grab my black cat, but I feel like if they locked eyes over the internet, it would create like a black hole and end all existence.
It could create a time vortex.
Yeah, space-time paradox.
Yeah, we can't have any of that.
God, a bunch of weirdo cat people.
We're all secretly weirdo cat people.
Even my dog's a cat.
How's your alligator husbandry business going?
I haven't gotten it off the ground yet. I've done a very Florida level of research on what I need to do to get it started, so I think I'm just going to wing it.
Yep.
We're obviously a three-piece again tonight. Rob, Wyatt, myself. Haspil is working his ass off. He's unable to make it. He'll be joined to us in spirit and for those watching live by this amazing picture for 2 weeks in a row of him reading a book.
Is that why he hasn't moved?
He has not moved because it is actually a photograph. There, I said it. It's not him muted. And there's a lot to talk about today.
Yeah.
I mean, Tau,
News
FAQs.
I said it. There it is.
We got multiple events already selling tickets. More Long War doubles information this year. Adepticon around the corner. Bay Area Open around the corner. Slaughterfest later in this year with some exciting announcements.
Oh, I think we could do a Long War doubles Titanicus event, you think?
I'm sure if you want. I'm barely able to contribute to that. I guess I can learn the rules today if I wanted to. what is it, like 5 models?
Yeah, basically.
Got it.
It's easy.
Fuck it. Too easy. Let's do it.
You play Battletech. You just don't. It's like Battletech, but you don't measure to the middle of the model. It's fine.
Thank God.
Or Mech Warrior. It was Mech Warrior.
Mech Warrior. Ultimate get punched in the face set of rules. Like that was the stupidest shit.
The smallest little white dot. Like, boop. Like, what is that?
Measure it from the center. I am. And then you're grabbing his tape measure and he's like putting his hand over yours. Then you're putting your hand over his. You're like, it was
sounds like 7th edition 40K.
What was it, blast templates?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little wonky.
Fucking brutal, man.
Okay.
But we're gonna power through it, cover all these topics, and as is our tradition, Wyatt.
Mm-hmm. Would you rather have chopsticks for hands or office chair wheels for feet? You're adept at using both.
But you're adept at using both?
Yes.
So, okay, no learning curve. No, cool. That was going to be my first question.
Anticipated it.
Ooh. Office chair wheels and all of their, downsides.
High quality or, the ones that...
Assume they are terrible.
Okay.
assume both are made in China.
Okay. All right.
Well,
So, damn. So they're terrible, which makes walking a little easier than the ones that have really good bearings that are oiled. So you're going to be skating everywhere on constantly spinning around skate wheels, which is utterly impossible.
Like Scott Baio.
My gut's saying I can still paint if I have regular hands. So I'm probably going to just innately go with office wheelchair feet. But obviously the genie has things up his sleeve. So medically, is there medical ramifications to these wheels? How are they integrated into my body in a way that needs constant fucking medical attention?
It's magic.
Magic. Okay. Magic.
So no infections?
No. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
taking a shower is going to be rough. I'm going to have to instantly adopt the old shower seat. I'm just thinking,
Yeah, you guys were always telling me about the shower seat thing.
finally going to make that move, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
Can you get a shower seat, like just for your regular shower? Do they sell those separately?
I saw one on the street the other day. I almost brought home.
I'm glad you
Those
did.
are the ones that the old people sit down in because they have to poop.
No, they have shower ones.
Yeah, like it's a bench that you put in the shower so you can sit in it.
Yeah.
And you're going to need one if you choose office chair wheel feet. Because you will die in that fucking shower, bro.
Just get like those handles, like, on the sides, and then just have the seat. You're good.
Yes, you need both. The likelihood of you dying in the shower goes up to like 100% if you don't take precautions.
Mhm.
You're going to have to get hand controls on your car. So there's going to be some there's going to be some financial investments here to actually still be in the world. But there's literally no fucking way I'm painting models with chopstick hands.
I feel like you can do less with chopstick hands.
But you're adept at using them.
Yeah, but the thing that separates us from the cats are opposable thumbs, not opposable chopsticks.
That's true. Your cats definitely rise up.
It'll be,
Their oppressor.
you will be the fucking cat, and they will be the people.
Yeah, I can't have that.
I choose my final answer, office chair feet.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Just because you can still get stuff done and still have remain dominant over the cats.
Okay, one last question: the chopstick fingers, are they are they modifiable in any way? Can I get like different attachments?
No, and it's not fingers; it's hands.
What?
Yeah, you just have like two. Just coming out of your
two.
wrist.
Oh shit!
Chopsticks,
So it's
not
not like-
chopstick fingers, chopstick hands.
Okay,
No.
All right. There was maybe one thing. Okay, never mind. Nope. I was like, if I could put paintbrushes in all of them, and maybe I could paint like 20 models at the same time because I'm adept at using them. Oh, can I tape paintbrushes to them and be adept at that?
If you could do it with two chopstick hands.
Oh my god, how am I going to tape them to my fingers? Ugh. Okay, yeah. Office wheelchairs got it.
Yeah,
Office.
this is terrible.
Yep. Nailed it. It's just a hilarious visual of like an Edward chopstick hands guy, literally.
Trying to paint.
Like he is super dope at eating some food, no doubt.
How do you like log into? How do you like computer?
You come
Or, like,
preloaded with basic adeptness at using them. So I imagine you've already. Genie took the learning curve out of walking with your new feet and doing mundane tasks with your new hands.
All right.
If I was like a professional eater or like a competitive eater, I might go with chopstick hands because it'd be hilarious.
That would be a good visual. You might even like have your own YouTube channel at that point.
Yep. Maybe even if I was like a professional mixed martial artist. Because like I technically don't have hands, so like open hand striking and chopping isn't really a rule anymore. So fish hooking and eye gouging, like these are my hands. You can't be prejudiced against the chopstick people.
I think they can. They could just be like, you're not allowed in the UFC.
Oh shit!
It's a private institution.
Yeah, you got weapons, so.
Well, fair point. Rob, do some dirt shit. Good one, Wyatt. That one gave me a chuckle.
So today's Tabletop Market Watch is going to be all about Titanicus because I know while there is new 40K releases, there's also Titanicus releases. Got them. So this morning we just got some spicy previews for some new Titanicus units that are going to be coming out from Forge World, the Psi Titan, the Ordo Sinister Psi Titan, which we only saw some art pictures of in the Horus Heresy. I think I want to say it was book 5. The one with Calth in it.
Definitely book 5.
Yeah, definitely for sure. But it looked pretty cool because it was like this artwork where like it's like mind or its helmet or its head was like there was energy around it, and all the boulders, which really weren't boulders, they were like little mountains, were like rising up like around it and like Magneto style.
Oh, I totally remember that. I was joking with you and totally fucking mocking you, but now I'm like, wait, that happened.
That did happen, and now it's going to have a model, so that's even cooler. They said that those in the Warhounds with the claws are going to go on pre-order this Friday. So no clue how much they're going to be, but if a regular Warlord Titan's 110, well, I think you can do some Forge World math there. It's not going to be cheap. Regardless, still kind of neat to see them coming out with all this stuff. On the regular GW front, going on pre-order the very next day on Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern, if you're here in the States, will be Commander Shadowsun, whose hips don't lie. And she will be $45. So I think this is the first independent character that's broken the $40 plane. Although I think Aaron
Orc Megaboss.
Orc
Megaboss is that much.
Orc Megaboss? That's a thing.
In Age of Sigmar, the giant Orc Megaboss.
Oh, okay, yep.
Yeah, he's like $45.
Okay, that makes sense. So any of the larger size models look to be going over $40.
Yeah.
Getting started Genestealer Cults box for $95, which I think we ran an article. I think it was $165 of value in that one. So you basically get the Ridge Runner for free and part of the what's to do with the standard, the Icon Ward. I think that's what it's called. So not too bad of a value if you're trying to start those guys up, because you need lots of the troops for sure. Color Morph's finally coming out separate for $30 US, which is pretty cool. Psychic Awakening Greater Good for all those hopefully juicy Guard, Tau, and Genestealer Cult rules. And also new Shadowsun. Then the new brand spanking new Adeptus Titanicus core game box for $150. So you might remember the last time we talked about an Adeptus Titanicus starter, it was $290, and people were like, nah, fuck that. And I'm waiting on that. But for $150 with a rule set, 2 Reaver Titans, a set of Cerastus Knights, which you can build them as the Lancers only right now, and a pack of Warhounds, I think it's a little bit more appealing to folks for $150. I want to say there's $280 in value in that box. So basically all you would need to buy is a Warlord Titan for $110. Retail, of course. This is all retail prices. I'm sure you can get stuff cheaper online. But, just keep that in mind. Like, hey, if you're like, $290, that was too much, $150, I might check it out. It's a good starting point. I feel like it's not going to be too shabby. The rulebook that's coming in is updated with all the errata, so it's a 96-page rulebook, which is pretty cool. Everything else seems to be pretty much the same. And then they're also releasing another new Titan, the Warbringer Nemesis Titan, aka it has the Quake cannon on the back. What do you call that, Kenny? The biggest dickus? I think that's what the big cannon on the back of the Titan it's like this big.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say something funny here, but I was big cannon.
I know you had a name for it. No, nothing.
Big cannon. Is it girthy?
It's super girthy. You know which one I'm talking about? The Titan with the big cannon on the back of it.
Bro, I don't know about these Titans, man. Like,
yeah, you do.
I do not. I don't know how to make I don't know for how many fucking years I can say this to you. Like, I don't know anything about them.
Well, anyways, so
I have literally never bought one, never cracked open a book, read even one paragraph of anything about them my whole life.
But you saw it when it came out from Forge World, like 2 years ago or whatever.
If it was on this podcast, I probably just said that shit because you were excited about it.
Oh, that's fair. Okay.
I was like, yeah, that's super dope, Rob. Good for you, man. I'm super happy for you, Sounds like something. Does that sound like something I said?
Absolutely.
I support you, man. Like, I'm in the most, minimal amount of actual effort possible.
Make fun of you while I do it. Okay, cool.
And also the most amount of passive aggressive possible.
This is fun. New industrial terrain for Titanicus, $50. That's all the cranes, little power supplies, sort of things that look pretty dope. And then, of course, yet another supplement for Titanicus, Shadow and Iron, which will have the rules for the new Warbringer Titan in it for $35. They're also coming out with...
Is that the one with the cannon?
That is the one with the cannon, yes.
Okay, what is it called? I'm trying to actually make an effort here. Warbringer, you said?
Oh, I didn't say anything.
Warbreaker.
After you wanted it. Direct order. They're also coming out with a new terminals pack, command terminals pack. Now, supposedly each box will now going forward will have the command terminals in it for you to play with, but they'll be like not the hard cardstock ones that you can buy separately for like $25, because there was like a thing where you couldn't get them, so people weren't buying. If you can't get the components you need to play the game, then you're probably not going to buy the models. And there was a shortage, so now they're...
Didn't you just like make your own and laminate them?
I did, because I was like, F you guys, I'm going to do it myself. And I came up with these magnet boards and I laminated them, and I got the little tacks for sliding down and all that. So it's really cool. To
established that Rob likes aids. He loves those aids.
I'm all about some game aids. I'm pro game aids all day, every day.
Yeah.
But if these things aren't that super hard card and you could just take them up to like Staples and get them laminated, that's like half the work right there. And you could just slap them on a magnet board, buy the magnets off Amazon, because they're actually pretty affordable for what they are. Super strong. I already have my command terminals ready to go. I just pull them right out of the box. They're already like all set up. Like my pre-game's like, my mustard phase for Titanicus is like, let me unload this tray. Boom.
Give me like 37 minutes to get my aid set up, and I promise you it's going to be super fast.
Wait, there's a mustard phase like with hot dogs and shit?
Every game has a mustard phase.
I might need to play this game now if there's free hot dogs and mustard.
He's a child. He's obviously means mustering his forces.
Oh, okay.
I liked it.
There is no fucking hot dogs. First off, those things are not gluten free because you need a bun.
There has been the Phantom mustard phase in 40K for like 2 years. That's when you play all your hot dog stratagems. When you put your toppings on your army. You know what I'm saying?
I do actually know what you're saying.
The ones you can play more than once per game. In any amount, because it's not even a phase yet.
Have you named every possible thing something hot dog related?
I'm trying. Well, that's all basically the new release stuff. There's some decals, and nobody really cares about those. I don't think. Maybe you do. Yeah, they're $23, so you can buy those too if you want, if you really want to. But
they don't have anything like hot dog thematic about them, so
not really. Nope.
I mean, I'm just saying, if they give out free hot dogs at this Titanicus event, I'd be there.
Rob, you need to get a hot dog stand, and you need to run it like, just call it the mustard phase. Just like literally hand out gluten-free hot dogs with mustard on them.
That would be the perfect.
Just like a sad little paper plate with a single hot dog on it with some packet of mustard.
I mean, that would probably be a lot better than the concession stand at Adepticon. I'd eat the shit out of those.
You guys have seen how I like eat hot. Like I have to like the.
Oh, I have seen you eat a hot dog. Eat his
gas station hot dogs. You're supposed to get the bun out, and you either put it in a box or whatever. But they have those little sleeves, those little paper sleeves that are designed for like the ones that come with bread or whatever around them. I forget what you call them, but they're little snack thingies. And I'm like, no, I just take like just straight up meat hot dog. I put it in a little paper sleeve, and I walk up and I just like put it down. And they don't know like what one it is, if it's like the brat or the quarter pounder. And so I always have to tell them, I'm like, it's the whatever. And they're like, they just kind of look at me weird. And then on the way out, I usually just, just kind of slide it out.
I know what you do.
Start eating.
We actually get demonetized if you ate it on stream.
100%.
Like I've been friends with you throughout this entire gluten-free journey. Like, I know exactly. I've seen you eat many dick-shaped objects.
They're all the best. They're all the best.
The best food is dick-shaped, man.
It is. It really is. But yeah, give Titanicus a chance. New opportunities, only $150. Spend money to save money.
You always got to spend money to save money. I don't feel like I feel like we're missing something in that equation, but it sounds right.
Nah.
I mean,
nah.
No other way to save money. We got some announcements now. now that Rob has concluded his Tabletop Marketplace with a solid dick joke. Great job, Rob.
Thank you. I'll be here all night.
We have 2 events that we're going to talk about real quick. We've got the sooner, faster approaching Bay Area Open, May 22nd through May 24th, by the Bay Area in California. ITC event. It shares this convention space of Kublai Khan, which is a pretty humongous convention out here in Cali.
Wait, did you say it was the 25th?
To the 24th, perhaps. Let me look.
Yes.
That's Memorial Day this year.
22nd, 24th. Yeah, I think it's usually in that.
Cool. So it'd be like a 3-day or a 4-day for most people.
Yeah, so it's pretty easy to do. So it's going to be dope. Bay Area Open's really fun. It's ITC. The Frontline Gaming guys are out there, even though now they recently go to Nevada. I think they're still down there because that's like their original event. So
that's when they started. Like,
there's a lot of history in that event. So come down, say hi. More importantly, though, Long War Doubles. I talked to Reese. He reached out to me. He wants us back to run a Long War Doubles on Sunday. So that is happening. We're trying to have the championship belts made in advance. Our winners at LVO are having their belts made right now. That transaction has already taken place. And all future championship belts for the Long War Doubles events will be made of metal. But we have to. That's the word on the street. They'll be actually fucking steel.
Weapons. They are weapons.
They're fucking legitimately, you can murder somebody with them. Don't murder anybody with them.
Please don't murder.
It's not a call to action. It's just a statement of fact. And,
if you need to defend yourself.
Yeah. And so our goal is to get enough people to come to these events to justify the cost of creating these belts over and over again. And so for Scherzies, though, in 2020, I want to run as many of these events with these belts available as possible just to get them out into the world because they're so fucking cool.
They were cool when they weren't metal. I can only imagine now the level of coolness.
I'm stoked. So that's Bay Area Open, guys. Long War Doubles. Go to the website, Bay Area Open 2020. The next thing we're going to talk about is Slaughterfest. This is their second year. Their first year was a smashing success with triple digits. They counted as a major GT at the last second, right? 6 rounds.
Yes.
In Pachanga Casino in Temecula.
Yes.
That is August 1st and 2nd. That's straight up in SoCal. That event is put on by the Veteran Gamers Reenlisted podcast and our friend Robert. Kind of a mashup there team, Enigma Hobbies Online. It's very well run event, straight edge. Every table is an island. It's very professional, really solid experience. So that event is happening, but the reason I'm bringing it up because it's so far in the future is that I'm going to be there commentating on their live stream. So they're going to be working with Mariana from Frontline Gaming with her Black Magic rig. They're going to be streaming the top 3 tables simultaneously. We've already had a meeting. So I'm going to come out there. I'm not going to play, unfortunately, but I will be casting. We'll be simulcasting, obviously, on our platforms, Spiky Bits, Long War, Next Level Painting, and Frontline Gaming. And Rob is unfortunately unable to make that trip, so he will not be my partner for the cast, unfortunately. So it'll probably fall upon Ray from Veteran Gamer Realistic Podcast. So that'll be like one of the first crossover like team ups for something like this, I think, in 40K podcasting. Like,
podcast to podcast.
Yeah, like more like, I think that's pretty cool. Worth celebrating all on its own that, a lot of these islands are coming together and working together to create a better 40K experience for the world. So that makes me super happy to be a part of that. So
I like how you asked me if I wanted to do it, and you already knew I was going to say no. But I appreciate you asking me.
Of course.
If you just get on a plane and stop being such a bitch.
I just looked up how long it would take to drive there, and it says 38 hours.
I know. I literally said it took 40. It's a 40-hour drive. I told Robert, and I was like, look, I'm not going to, first, like,
really far.
Rob is our number one, but was I not wrong? 99.9% chance you're not going to come.
If it was closer.
Dude, just take like some Xanax and like zonk out for the whole flight. You won't even know what happened.
His metabolism, his vampiric metabolism will burn right through
Bro,
that.
statistically, you have a better chance of getting bitten by a shark in Virginia on dry land than you do falling out of the sky in an airplane.
Just don't like it, man. I'm a big puss.
You're not a puss. I never said that. He said that even though he's afraid of spiders.
Who's afraid of spiders?
Wyatt?
A little bit.
Shame.
Only really poisonous ones.
I mean, that's understandable.
Things like wood spiders and shit don't bother me. If I see a brown recluse, though, I will freak the fuck out. I do not want that necrotic poison shit. No, thank you.
Understood. But, hopefully me and Rob will do more casting in the future as this type of entertainment / competitive mashup brings itself to our hobby more and more. Me and Rob are super into it, and we had a blast at ATCs last year doing it.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
You get to drive to that because that's like way out east. So
Ha! Victory.
I had to fly to you.
Yeah, but you like flying.
I mean, yeah, as opposed to driving. Fuck yeah. Driving's the worst. He's looking at his GPS right now. He's thinking about driving. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
He's thinking about it. He's fucking thinking about it.
It's like, well, if I go this way, no, it's not.
Yeah,
gonna
you
work.
just gotta like drive through Austin, and then you'll pick me up, and then we'll like bro trip it out to Cali.
So like 20 hours down to Austin real quick, scoop his ass up.
Yeah.
90 million hours back up to San Francisco. Or he's thinking about it. Guys.
Well, I thought this was for Slaughterfest.
Oh, Pachanga. Sorry.
In SoCal. Yeah.
My bad.
Temecula, yeah.
Right.
30,
Shave
yeah,
5 hours
cool.
off that.
It's not that. I've driven from Austin to the LA area in like 18 hours.
That's not bad. How far is it from where you live to Wyatt? To Austin?
Well, about 18, 20. Give or take. I've done that drive before.
Oh, I know. That's why your back still hurts.
Yeah, it is. That's about my outer limit of driving in.
I mean, you're coming to WarGamesCon this year, so.
Am I?
Yes.
I didn't get the memo.
You got voluntold just now.
Oof.
Ooh.
Oh no. June's tight. June and July are pretty tight.
Oh, and I guess WarGamesCon.
I can't.
What's the date on WarGamesCon?
It's in July, middle of July.
Yeah. Let me get the exact dates for you.
Because it's like the same. It's the same weekend that ATCs is normally, but ATCs moved up 1 month. So ATCs.
WarGamesCon. Oh, I think it's in August.
Did they change it?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Don't say August 1st.
Oh, wait, that's 2019. That's 2019. Oh, man, all this stuff is like our little local RTTs they have listed right now. God damn it.
Tell John to get a website like a grown-up.
I know.
2020.
They've announced the long word doubles there.
Did they?
Yeah, so
They definitely have given me approval for at minimum 60 tables.
What August? Wait, no, they don't have it updated. This is why we can't have nice things. I remember talking to Adam, and he said it was. I think he said it was like in July, but
Yeah, because I think they may have moved it up a month, and they're also going to be in a much bigger venue this year, so it's going to be like way more tables.
they're going to the DoubleTree, or
No,
they're at the DoubleTree. They're going to the Renaissance. No,
Yes, the Renaissance.
yeah,
Yeah.
back to the Renaissance.
one up on top of that hill.
Okay, so
I've never been to the one in Austin. I don't know where it is.
so we don't know the dates because that's John. Tell him to get a real website so we can promote his event better. Long word doubles. Try to sell 60 tickets. If we can sell 60 tickets, me and Rob will come.
Whoa.
Run the
I'm
event.
not committing to this.
Yes, you are.
July's a tough month for me.
You can literally work from anywhere, dude.
I'm gonna come to your house and we'll draft.
No,
together.
you're not.
I have Rob. Don't even hit me with that shit right now. Don't even go gaslight me right now. I have flown to your fucking house before and driven to Adepticon with you instead of flying to Adepticon.
That's true.
I have done that.
Did we? We did something else too. I forget what. Oh,
like
we drove
ATCs. I have literally done that to accommodate your non-flying ass.
But it's a really sweet non-flying ass.
It is. It is. We'll talk later. Not that we need you to show up, but we'd really like.
I don't think you need me. There, It isn't even on the WarGamesCon website.
Right.
This is Clown Shoes.
Clown Shoes. Tell John that he's Clown Shoes. He's got.
Yeah, I'll make sure. I'm going to see him tomorrow.
All right, let's do a section right now.
Clown Shoes.
What's new in the FAQ, Wyatt?
Yeah, what is
Weird. We got a little FAQ for the sisters, some erratas. To change the war gear for the canonists. Kind of updated that. They changed the unit description for the mortifiers. So it says like it can additionally contain up to 3 mortifiers. And there was a Imperial Armor Index where they gave the repressor the correct keywords to make everything mono faction. So Axe of Faith, Sacred Rites, Shield of Faith, blah, blah, blah. Some FAQs. When making attacks with a unit, how many miracle dice can be used when making several rolls simultaneously using fast dice rolling? The answer is 1. Note, however, that if the unit was equipped with a Simulacrum Imperialis or within range of the Triumph of St. Catherine's icon or the Valorous Heart ability, this would allow multiple simultaneous rolls to be replaced with miracle dice up to the number of acts of faith that unit is permitted to perform during that phase. We have a designer's note. When the acts of faith ability states players can choose to use 1 or more miracle dice, this is in reference to replacing 1 or more of the dice for a roll that involves multiple dice, i.e. a charge roll. Utilizing fast dice rolling does not enable the player to treat several rolls made simultaneously as a single roll for this purpose. For example, 4 hit rolls made simultaneously are still considered to be 4 separate rolls. And so only one of the rolls dice can be replaced with a miracle dice. When determining a randomized number for mortal wounds, is this treated as a damage roll for the purposes of Acts of Faith? No. When a miracle dice is gained, can I use the command reroll stratagem to reroll the dice? Yes. If I use the Faith and Fury stratagem, is reusing the same miracle dice for the wound roll of that attack treated as an additional act of faith? No. If I use the Storm of Retribution stratagem to affect a Retributor unit when they fire Overwatch, are attacks made with heavy bolters by models in the unit affected by the modifier to the hit roll? No. Assuming there are no modifiers to its attack's characteristic, how many hit rolls are made by a mortifier equipped with 2 penitent flails? 15.
Word?
I think the mortifiers are going to be what they take. What sees the most play.
Pretty set of concise FAQs. I predict that later when... I mean, it could take as long as chapter approved, but I feel like my prediction is like as people play these sisters all year, they're going to be a top contender. And they're going to be point adjustments later in the year.
I can definitely see that, but I also would like to point out the fact that this has basically been a work in progress beta set of rules for like 18 months or so.
It's true.
And when that errata finally hit, it's one page of pretty
concise,
obvious FAQs or corrections, erratas. They don't call these FAQs anymore, which is hilarious. So I think the process works. We got to believe in the process. The problem is that, it's just, there's so much content coming out that, there's so many permutations of everything coming at us. It's really hard to balance it all and get it right on the get-go. It's almost like it's a living rule set without the living rule set tracking.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah.
It's true.
But the models are super sweet.
All right. New in the FAQ. Solid. We're going to do some meat and potatoes now. This is the greater good breakdown. What we know so far. stratagems, warlord traits, relics, whatever.
Yep. Got a faction focus on the good old communist weeaboo fish people. The
Now with noses.
Yeah, now with little anime cat noses.
That's a good description. I like yours.
So they're going to get Sept Tenants, which is a pick your own chapter trait kind of thing. It's just they see you take them from a chart like all the other ones, so that'll be cool. They showed us a new thing, stabilization systems.
Ooh.
It says when resolving an attack made with a ranged weapon by a battlesuit model with this tenant, that model does not suffer the penalty for moving and firing heavy weapons.
That's really useful for Tau, man. They don't have innately like that strong of a ballistic skill stock in a lot of models, so that's dope.
Right, that's one of the the traits that you can pick. And then the other one they show off is Soldiers in Arms. Increase the range of the For the Greater Good ability to 9 inches for units with this tenant for even more Overwatch.
Or extenders.
Yep, that's pretty cool. Showing off some prototype weapon systems, which I guess that's their relics, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so they got a advanced electromagnetic scrambler for the XV-95 Ghost Keel battlesuit. Enemy units that are set up on the battlefield as reinforcements cannot set up within 12 inches of this model.
Ooh, more and more.
So, this is one of those things we really like to see because the infiltrators basically have the exact same rule, but with a different name. So, what is there? Theirs is a scrambler too.
It's not that much of a different name.
No.
Yeah, but like that's
no. What is it?
But it's you're seeing this rule getting applied to units that can infiltrate.
Yeah,
making
that's
them
what we need.
incredible.
We need more like
and that. You're going to start to see this over and over again as like we start to share different narrative names for the same thing.
Yes,
and it is
Omni Scrambler. Yes, that thing.
It's my hope that one day GW sits down and identifies the 6 best stratagems in the game, and everyone gets them with a different fucking narrative name.
Right. All right. Now we get into some stratagems for 2CP. Coordinated engagement. Use this stratagem in your shooting phase. Select one XV8 Crisis Battlesuits or XV8 Crisis Bodyguards unit from your army and select one enemy unit. Until the end of that phase, when resolving an attack made by a model in that XV8 Crisis Battlesuits or XV8 Crisis Bodyguards unit against that enemy unit, treat that enemy unit as having 5 marker light counters.
Dope.
Yeah, very dope.
Lit up.
You can do all sorts of things with all those marker light counters. Just guaranteed 5 of them for 2CP on a juicy target that is spicy. We talk about the Farsight Enclaves a little bit, everybody's favorite Tau. For 1 CP, Danger Close. Use the stratagem in your shooting phase when a breacher team or strike team unit from your army is chosen to shoot with. Until the end of that phase, when resolving an attack made with a ranged weapon by a model in that unit against an enemy unit within 12 inches, you can re-roll the wound roll.
1 CP?
Yes.
Solid AF.
New Farsight Warlord trait, not hit, like Farsight Enclaves Warlord trait. Aggressive Tactician, commander model only. When this Warlord declares Montka, it affects friendly Farsight Enclaves units within 12 inches instead of within 6.
More range extenders, making them not have to cast quite as much.
And then a new relic for the Enclaves, the Mirror Codex. When resolving an attack made by a model with this relic against a unit that is within 18 inches, you can re-roll the hit roll.
Wow. Like so far, every one of these is useful.
Yeah. With even more spice coming down the pipe. So very exciting. I already have some friends that are like, oh, yep, going to Tau. This is dope. I like this.
Just like that.
Well, they already had a Tau collection. They're kind of pulling it out.
Oh, gotcha.
Isn't there one for max hits on random number of shots?
Yes. Yeah, one they showed off earlier was that. So it's if you for the unit with that keyword, all the heavy weapons it contains do the max number of shots if it has a random type. So most people were talking about the Arvarna or Evara suits with like the 3D3 shots of that crazy gun that it has. So that's pretty good. But for 1 CP, it's also pretty clutch to use on your run-of-the-mill Riptide to get your max shots without having a Nova charge. So that can be kind of clutch.
Very useful stuff. But they showed other stuff off, right? Like they obviously gave Tau the love, but...
Yeah, so they also did a faction focus on the Genestealer Cults. And they have the cult creeds, and it seems like this is the same thing, like pick your own culty business. So they've got Agile Outriders. Biker models with this cult creed do not suffer the penalty for moving and firing heavy weapons, and do not suffer the penalty for advancing and firing assault weapons.
That's very useful.
Yep. Another one is Unnatural Symbiosis. When a psychic test is taken for a cult model with this cult creed within 6 inches of another friendly cult unit, you can reroll any or all dice rolls of 1.
Mm-hmm.
Handy.
Yep. They show off a new cult psychic powers. The Twisted Helix Mutagenic Deviation. Mutagenic Deviation has a warp charge value of 6. If manifested, select one enemy infantry unit within 12 inches of this psyker until the end of your next psychic phase. When resolving an attack made with a melee weapon by a Twisted Helix model from your army against that unit, add 1 to the wound roll.
Ooh, psychic power +1 to wound. Plus, just so you guys know who are listening, +1 to wounds are probably the most powerful abilities in the game. That's real strong.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Got a new stratagem. 1 CP, Prepared Ambush. Use this stratagem at the start of your shooting phase. Select one Neophyte Hybrids unit from your army that was set up on the battlefield using the Cult Ambush ability in this battle round. Until the end of that phase, auto guns models in that unit are equipped with have a type characteristic of Assault 2.
A lot of bullets.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
That's good stuff.
More to come from them. And then they showed off one guard stratagem. So they've had a pattern where they show off like one thing, and then like a day or two later they do the faction focus. So maybe we'll see the guard faction focus like tomorrow or Friday.
I could almost expect 2 days. I think guard's going to get the most love.
Probably. But it was like, you select a Bullgrin's unit, and if a unit is within like 6 inches of that Bullgrin's unit, they're -1 to hit. So the Bullgrins are like giving them a -1 to hit because they're fatties or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's just restricted to infantry.
Yes,
but whatever.
But that's definitely a lame one to start with.
It does lack the spiciness of some of this other stuff, but I'm sure there's going to be some great business in there.
Yeah, they like to do that. They like to do it. I think that it's going to be all about Tau, though.
Well, the book is called The Greater Good.
So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think it's going to be a whole new... Because we've been begging for new Tau rules to make them have not just one way to play.
Yeah.
So, I'm hoping. Tau have really cool models. They've always been annoying to play against because they've always had some really cool way of playing. This edition, they've been kind of like a really good Tau army, is truly annoying to play against more than ever before.
I think that's just because of the drone thing.
No, it is 100%. So I like to see new power options that kind of authorize people to not innately try to maximize that exploit.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be really cool. And, Richard Siegler, obviously the person who's the number 1 40K player in the world right now. most of his 2019 season was on the back of Tau. He shifted off of it the last second to Iron Hands to win LVO. He told me personally his next foray would be into Grey Knights, exploring some of the power there. But I think that conversation took place before these Tau things dropped. So I'm going to have a follow-up conversation with Mr. Siegler from Brohammer, Florida Man Podcast. See what he's thinking.
Could be very interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder what I guess we'll know the next big event he plays in. I wonder what's happening between now and Adepticon.
Yeah.
A
lot of people are going to Adepticon the weekend of March 30th.
Yeah. And I don't know if they did this for the GT, but they very recently updated the team tournament packet to make the rules cut off March 1st instead of February 9th. So I think we will also get the next book that contains Space Wolves and Orcs. And was there a third one in that I'm missing, or is it just Space Wolves and Orcs?
That's all we know about right now. But there's still, I think, like 7 different factions, or was it 6?
Right.
That aren't represented.
So you've got this book, and then the Space Wolves and Orcs, and then Engine War with both flavors of Night Titan, Mechanicum, and Chaos Undivided. And then no other announcements past. Oh, is it Demons?
Yeah, it's Demons.
Okay. Yeah,
so we still got Custodes Sisters, Death Guard, Necrons, Death Watch.
Yeah.
Tons.
Yeah. Basically
asking for a friend. When does the Chaos one come out?
They did not say. They announced it at LVO.
Probably April.
Yeah. Rob says probably April.
Or March, because the Engine War, so probably April, yeah,
because they already said once a month for Beast up through Saga of the Beast, which would be March,
right?
I'm excited for that. I mean, it's totally not for me. Like, not like I need more night rules and chaos rules. It's been a lot though, man. Like it's a lot of crazy things happening. People are having to balance future stuff with what they're doing now. To me, that's the most exciting part of the game, scheming. We're back in the scheming phase. People are scheming for Adepticon. To talk to like TJ and Don Husin and other people. It's going to be crazy to see what happens at Adepticon and what new thing some of these top players kind of shine a spotlight on that needs to get fixed. Adepticon is the reason why Tide of Traders got nerfed. Poxwalker Regeneration got nerfed. And I believe also that was the beginnings of the concept of the Rule of 3, even though that didn't truly come into fruition immediately. But like that definitely was the breaking point. That was the progenitor. So a lot of things, because Adepticon does have this wacky format that I think is archaic, but it does kind of highlight the importance of having a wacky format like that for the greater good of, I use the name, for the greater good of the hobby. Right? Like I think personally, like I don't like it as a player, but like we've gotten some really serious fixes to the game.
Yeah, it can create some interesting data points.
And so where if we just played nothing but ITC all the time, some of those things would have got overshadowed, right? Because their format is crazy like that. To quote TJ Lanigan, when he goes to Adepticon, he says he creates Adepticon cancer lists to exploit their format. So look out, people. There'll be a lot of things at Adepticon and some exciting data right after. So that's always dope.
Yeah. Bring a chair, bring some icy hot.
Yeah. They're not going to be streaming it because I think that they get embarrassed when people exploit or expose the rule system on camera. So,
right.
Yeah. But I think we covered it. This might be a slightly shorter episode than normal, unless you got some more, Rob.
I mean, I could fill a lot of air with Titans, but I don't think anybody would keep listening. So.
Well, you said 80 people are going to be playing at Adepticon and the doubles Titanics event.
I think if I read that right, is at least 40, if not 80. So
if he read that right.
Oh, I like it.
Calls shenanigans.
no, I mean I don't know what they're
Can't read.
Even 40 is twice as many as I thought would maximum be there. So
It's true.
it's incredible.
I will investigate when I get there, and I will get the full and accurate count.
So we're just gonna go with 100 people. It's basically 100 people. I mean, if you're saying it's 100, I mean, is it stretch to say it's 150?
I mean,
Rounding up to 200, of course.
I think now we're just getting a little carried away.
200
like
people playing Titanic.
It's like half 100 at least.
Well, I mean, just at that point, just round up. Why are you nitpicking, man? Like,
I don't want to oversell it. I want to act like we need to grow this game. I don't want to oversell it yet. You know,
Titanic is the best game you're not playing.
It's the best game you're not playing right now.
I like how you made me put like right now in that shirt for you. Because you're like, no, make it like hopeful. Don't make it depressing.
Like, but then it's open. So is it like at any given moment? Because I mean, like, I'm not playing any games right this moment, and there's like a lot of really cool games I could be playing right now that aren't Titanicus. I could be playing Team Yankee. I built like a little helicopter today. That's really fun.
I don't know where
video games.
I love how you're like a 30-year-old war game boomer now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're like 10 years too young to be.
I peaked early. Sorry.
And isn't it your birthday next month, by the way?
Yes.
Or this month?
I will be a legitimate old person. I'll be 30.
Wow. What's it like to be old, dude?
This is the first time I'm not the youngest person on the podcast.
Yeah. You old as fuck, dude.
I'm old as fuck.
Where's
4 years older than I am.
Where's Haspil when you need him?
Yeah. I'll be 37 this year, Wyatt.
Oh, okay. So you're more than 4.
Like, I can no longer claim to be in my mid-30s reasonably anymore.
No, that's a lie. I mean, you live in LA. You can lie about that.
Yeah. You're like
You can have like a 34th birthday like 6 times. You'll be fine.
movie young.
Or start going backwards.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, fuck it. Call it short. Content was good. Lots of events on the horizon. 2020.
Yeah.
Off to the races for the hobby.
I think we're just ramping up. We're ramping up. We're charging up our metachlorines. But
charging our JO crystals.
Yep, just charging them
Jack
off.
off crystals, I love it.
Dude, why did you give it away? Gosh, did you know anything?
Right.
All right, well, we're gonna get out of here. So make sure you head on over to thelongwar.net and become a veteran of the Long
Pick up
War.
our Long War brand JO crystals.